Where are you going? You going far away?
Yeah, really far away. Really far away. Yeah, I don't live here. Just performed surgery on the rearview mirror. The cigarette lighter to the accessory. This is the first mod. I started my insane side quest on my RX-7 by pulling the dash, repairing some broken tabs, and fixing some sketchy wiring. I then also decided that I wanted to make the climate control work since it never did in this car. This side quest has gone on for way too long and I'm ready to finish it. I thought that tapping into an unused plug to run the HUD in the dash cam, which doesn't take a lot of amperage, would be okay. But what I didn't realize is that if that is connected to a kind of important circuit and it fails, it could pop a really important fuse, and then it's pretty hard to get to repair if it's under the dash. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is tapping directly into the radio power. At first, I thought this was kind of an L since I spent so much time doing all the wiring before, and now I have to redo it, but at least I didn't have the dash in. At least I didn't have to like take the dash out again to fix all this stuff. Gonna reference this for all of our wiring, especially for our speakers. We got our front speakers and our rear speakers left and right. I'm gonna make sure that I match the wiring colors. Red wire is for accessory, and the yellow is for the battery. So battery is gonna go to 12 volt, accessory is gonna go to accessory. The cigarette lighter to the accessory because that's when I want it to work. And then hit a quick little solder, you know. Hi. What's up? You know, just doing my wiring stuff and wiring and stuff.
Nice.
Next we're gonna do our yellow to our battery. Yes, the battery is unplugged. Orange and white is our illumination. These are my rear speaker wires.
I'm getting this girl out of the car. You're welcome, guys.
I was in the middle of taking a break from wiring when Mike had an idea to do something fun.
Fun. Come on, let's have some fun.
What does this fun entail?
Let's go find out.
What's this?
How about some OEM optional old logo Nismo 4-lug wheels? We throw in your S13.
These the only 4 lugs you have?
Only 4-lug wheel I have in my inventory.
And our only 4-lug car in the inventory.
They just gotta go on. We gotta see what it looks like. They got tires on them.
What
They're
size are they?
new.
There's a massive spider on the back of it.
Back?
Do you see him right there?
That's how long they've been sitting. Look, it's got the factory raised sticker. 17 by 7. 1996. The only downside is 2 are silver and 2 are white. They both look good though.
I almost didn't notice that actually when I took them out.
These are 17 by 8 plus 38. So these are gonna have to go
on the back. New plate. Just kidding, I still haven't registered this thing. Yes, tank still looks really good. We're probably gonna have to mix and match some of the lug nuts because I don't have Nismo lugs for this car. I thought I planned to, but I ended up using them on the Z instead, so we're just gonna have to try to find some lug nuts that'll work.
Where are we gonna find lug nuts?
From a car that's not driving anytime soon.
It's almost done. What are you talking about? What do you think, Lance? 3-lug? 2-lug?
Maybe we can leave it with 3. Just to be safe. Spare lug nuts. Spare lug nuts. Yeah, do you guys remember when they grinded down my studs and put internal spline lug nuts on this thing? Whoa.
It's already cool.
This is the first mod, like actual. Oh, God, I almost tripped over a skateboard.
Who put that there?
Jesus. This is the first mod. No suspension, just wheel. One wheel. Were there center caps for it at some point?
Not for me. I didn't get them. I don't even know what they look like, if there were any. We need a thin wall socket. We're hitting the socket on the wheel. Nice.
It's a super small tire. No PSI. These lug nuts feel sketchy.
Yeah, well, they are some eBay specialities.
What do I do with my stocks now? I gotta keep them. Maybe I could get them like redone. That would be kind of cool. Or would that be lame?
It depends on what you're trying to do. You trying to make a factory fresh unit or OEM plus?
Maybe a little bit of both. Like maybe I put the stocks on when I feel like being a survivor, true survivor. Sometimes I throw my party wheels on.
Party wheels.
They'll be your party wheels that you lend to me when I go to the party. Now, which lug nuts do I grab? The Nismos?
I would use Nismos on the driver front because that's the wheel you're going to see the most.
Good, Devin.
That was Deveroni.
I'm gonna have to go up a little bit more.
Nice pump angle.
Well, I can't run the Nismo lugs because they don't fit in here. Interesting. I mean, the socket doesn't fit in there. These
Isn't
are
that crazy?
19s.
Because this isn't too thick of a socket, but a lot of LMGT4 series wheels have specific lug nuts. We don't have those. But the 17s are working, so I think we need to rob more 17s.
Which car can we rob from?
We'll try your other sockets that you have. Those are steel, right? Yeah, they're steel.
So you've never run these wheels?
No.
Got them on Facebook and just...
Oh, wait. Pop that thing off. See how they're cross-drilled? Oh,
on the
actually,
wrong side?
never mind. The rears had this brand new still. And, you know, nerd me wants to leave it brand new. But someone had already mounted both holes, if that makes sense. It's cross-drilled, but for the same lug pattern. False alarm. Oh, this one. Look at that. Brand new. Crazy. Oh.
I can't lie. It does need a chunkier tire. To run this sort of style wheel with the current setup, it definitely needs a chunkier tire to kind of fit. Or perhaps coilovers or something.
The car's also got to roll, because after lowering a car, it like isn't where it needs to be. Like, look, you have positive camber right now.
Yeah.
You gotta drive this hog a little bit. It looks goofy like that.
It does look a little goofy.
Move this junk up.
I can't be caught around town with this bunky fitment, so let's drive it around and see if it evens out a little bit. Oh my god, this thing is dead. What the heck? I literally just drove it yesterday. Maybe this battery is really giving out. Oh, that's funny. This is genuinely not planned, but I have been trying out different jump packs because we have so many cars here at the PRIZZA Palace. More often than not, they have dead batteries. I got sent this one by TOPDON. This is the Jump Surge 3000. I think we should try it out because this is perfect timing. I'm genuinely not even making this up. Nice carrying case. It's got 75%. I think that should be able to do the trick. This guy, the Jump Surge 3000, delivers 3000 peak amps to batteries, and it can be used on 9-liter vehicles up to 7-liter diesel vehicles. This thing is only a 2.4 liter, but it's good to know this has all the power it needs. It can be used for boats, motorcycles, ATVs, lawnmowers, caravans, tractors, trucks, mopeds. Before I get ahead of myself, let me actually jump this car. Let's go ahead and use the boost mode. This is my 80s Honda scooter. It's almost always dead, so let's see if the JS300 can also jump this thing. I never noticed that there was like a little carrying strap and it says TOPDON on it. We got 5-volt outputs here on this side and some more on this side. Great for charging your phone. It also has an LED light, and there you go. SOS light, if you're ever on the side of the road, need some help. Great for finding what you need in your trunk. Or great for dumping your car at night, doing a repair, hooking it on, and boom, you got a light at night. Thank you so much to TOPDON for sending over the JS3000. Honestly, this came in clutch because I genuinely needed this. If you're interested in picking up one for yourself, I will leave the link in the description as well as in the pinned comment. So again, thank you to TOPDON. Now let's drive this thing and see if it evens out the fitment. Is it time for coilovers on this thing? Be honest, guys. I was trying to keep it a stock Survivor, but this stock suspension, it's really doing me no favors here. Golden hour sun! The only thing I think I'll notice about driving with these wheels, now that I don't have monstrous Iron Man tires on it, is I'll probably hear more road noise since these tires are a lot thinner. Yeah, I already feel like I hear so much more road noise. Like I hear the tires hitting every little bump. I love my 240SX! I really don't know why Mike would let me put these wheels on this car, because these are like some of his most expensive wheels. And he made that very clear to me, to tell me that these are his most expensive wheels.
I gotta drop this thing.
I know, it's time. It's time. Why you let me run your most expensive wheels?
I'm tired of looking at his stock.
It is crazy to think that my car is the only 4-lug car. Actually, Smokes' car is a 4-lug car. 4x100. Oh, Smokes, we gotta get started on your Civic soon. If this car is unfamiliar to you on this channel, it's because it belongs to our friend Smokes, who passed away. He had a lot of plans for this car. I think he wanted to do a K-swap maybe. He had a lot of big plans that he told Mike about, and his family ended up donating it to Mike to finish for him. We've definitely been stacking some parts for this car. I can't wait for Mike to get started on it. But the only thing we really need at this point is a front core support for a 99 Civic. It has to be for a 99 because the other years are different. We've tried to look in some junkyards, but maybe we need to head back sometime soon so we can get this project started. But if you have a 99 Civic core support, hit us up. This is my last speaker wire soldered up. Imagine I do all this and the speakers still sound bad. Everything's wired up. By the way, this is the head unit I got. I got this Sony touchscreen one. I had this in my Z, in my Civic. I've had it in my Accord. I love this one. I don't know why. As long as it has a volume knob, that's literally all I care about. I know I've said that it's a little tacky to have like an updated radio in an older vehicle, but I genuinely enjoy having Apple CarPlay and putting my maps on the radio instead of using my phone all the time and looking at my phone while I'm driving. I hate that. I did cave and I got this. No power? There appears to be some other grounds that may need to be established. Right here that go on the back of the dash that come off of this main harness. We've got the grounds just here. Could you hold this for a sec? We have a light! We got power! I'm holding this ground on here, so. Yo, peep what else I picked up. A rear view mirror. Not only a rear view mirror, but it has the switch on here for the dome lights. I guess I was missing that this whole time. I didn't know that there was supposed to be a switch here. Perhaps a more stylish bulb. Oh. Main dome light? It appears that these prongs that hold in the bulb do not have a good connection. Because if you push on the light, just performed surgery on the rear view mirror. This is exactly what was wrong with my other one. These little prongs that hold in the bulb are riveted in, and I think just over time the rivets get loose and they're so tiny. Next best solution is we try to solder it, and it doesn't look like they're moving at all. So hopefully that should give it a little bit of a better connection for the bulb to work. Dang. Still an L on this one. Oh well, we'll come back to that. Moving on to the dash and why I haven't put it in yet. It's because all of the HVAC ducting goes behind the dash and I didn't have all of it. Shout out to Micah up in Wisconsin. He ended up giving me all the ducting from another dash that he had sitting around, so now I can finally piece this all back together and put it in the car. That looks like all my ducting. Everything's mounted with screws and the factory tabs. Let's go! Yay! To fully attach the dash back to the car, there's 8 10 mils. So there's 2 over here, 2 on that side, 2 down here for the radio, and then 2 on the other side. Last piece is to connect the steering column. I got so carried away last night that I was still out here at 1 a.m. putting stuff together on the dash, so needed a mental health break. Fits so nicely in there. This is a 3D printed radio bracket from Etsy. eBay, I meant eBay, not Etsy. By the way, everybody keeps asking me if I can have Mike 3D print me stuff, but he broke his 3D printer already. So. This is another little piece that I bought off of somebody on eBay. It's really hard to see, but there is a light in the cigarette lighter. It goes in the ashtray too. So at night you'll be able to see that. Pink glove box light. Then we got the security light. I ended up finding the original harness that goes to the security light. Now, since I've been doing so many upgrades on the car, I've been wanting to upgrade my door panels. These are the door panels that I currently have on the car. I had it reupholstered with some custom fabric, but the only thing I hated about this thing is there was never anywhere to put your phone or any little pocket. This car being an 86 sets it apart because it was the first year of the second generation RX-7, so there's a lot of quirks on this car that Mazda ended up fixing and features of the car that other years got that I never received. This was also a base model car, so in 86 you got a manual steering rack, no power mirrors, and crank windows. So I decided to pick up some convertible door panels, which I love so much more. There's a little bit more going on here, and my favorite part is down here, this little pocket, which is perfect for putting a phone or just any personal items, even a wallet. Looking at the two door panels side by side, obviously the speaker is relatively in the same place, so I don't think we'll have to mess with that at all. But the convertibles came primarily with power windows, which is where the power window switch would sit here. Now, like I mentioned, this car being an 86, based on some of my research, I don't even think that this car has the provisions to have power windows, unfortunately. And I've discussed with a couple different RX-7 people, so if I'm wrong about that, please let me know. Apparently, because the 86 is so unique, it just might not have facilities to have power windows, which I don't really mind. I like having crank windows, but the problem is I'm gonna have to make them work on these new door panels. I just took out the center piece because I plan to do a different fabric for it, but this gives me a good idea of how close this crank handle will be, and that this probably won't work because and I'm not really looking to cut into this speaker hole. So is there a way I could make this work? I'm not sure. I do like the look of these so much more though. They look a lot more elevated. And I love the fabric here at the bottom. I made a post on my Instagram story about maybe what I should do about this crank window handle, if I should convert to power, what do I do? A lot of people recommended an electric power window regulator kit on Amazon. It's sort of like a universal solution. It looks like it almost bolts on to the crank system. So I would have to run some extra wires, and I'm not so sure about that. So if you guys have ever done something like that, please let me know, because it might be nice to not have to reach over to my passenger side to roll down the window every single time. But I just realized I wired up the radio, and I never even tried it with the new speakers. First things first, I'm going to turn off this beep sound, because I hate the beep. General, beep, off. Bluetooth connection. I don't know if you guys do this, but I label my radios by what car it is. So I have Z, S13, oh, the old FC one. Okay, allegedly it's paired up, so... I hear it through all the speakers. That sounds really good. Like, genuinely really good. The biggest thing is the car itself is so loud, so it's important that I'm able to hear the music over the car running. Looks like our dimmer works too. All of these lights work. Other than that, I think the only interior thing that I'm going to tackle today is the rear storage bins. I got these from a rat car, and the carpet on the bottom still smells like rat piss, even though I've had these detailed. I've tried to clean them myself. So yeah, I'm just gonna soak these in a little bit of a solution, see if it helps with the smell, because once it's taken out of the car, I don't smell it anymore. But when it's in the car back here, I can smell that all throughout the cabin. Apparently what I read online is that peroxide-based cleaners are the thing that actually get rid of the mouse pee. So I'm gonna have to go pick up some peroxide, because I don't even think I have any. It's supposed to be like water, peroxide, and baking soda, I think, is supposed to help it. How far away from you? How far away from the camera are you?
79 inches.
Starts up good now. I never thought I'd have to buy two-stroke for two cars now, but this thing is a two-stroke. Hello. No dice on the peroxide here, so let's go to the next store. This thing has a title, by the way, so I technically could register it, but it really only tops out at 30, which is not bad for just driving into town. I think I'm gonna end up using like a whole bottle of this, so I'll just get two. Oh, hell yeah. I knew that some gas stations sell it, so maybe I'll just... Huh?
I said you need a ride.
No, I got a bike.
Oh, you got a bike?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where you going? You going far away?
Huh? Yeah, really far away. Really far away. Yeah. 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 I don't have a name. Yeah, I don't live here. Yeah, sorry. Oh my fucking god. And get the hell out of here. Operation Avoid Creepy Man. So we're gonna wait for him to leave, and then we will take a different route home. You hear me? Go a different route. You don't live around here. Don't give your name out. Be smart, ladies. Stunning! I'm gonna go ahead and mix up this concoction and let it soak while we go to dinner. So baking soda, I don't know the exact measurements. This is allegedly what gets rid of this smell. I don't know what the measurements are. This is probably so overkill. I was gonna show you guys what we had for dinner, this pizza, but we just absolutely devoured it.
It's expensive.
Shout out to Miss Ratties on the Range on TikTok. She made this video. Seems like she has rats as pets, and she made this video to show how to get rid of the rat piss smell. So, shout out to her. Just gave these a really good rinse. I'm gonna leave them out, so hopefully they dry overnight. I don't smell anything anymore. They kind of just smell like Dawn dish soap, which is probably a good thing. I guess that did the trick. I really love that the FCs came with little storage bins that sit behind the seats. It was a pretty rare option to have back seats in an FC. A lot of people relocate their battery back here. Sometimes they put a sub back here. Air compressor is so freaking loud. But I also didn't realize that there's supposed to be bulbs in here. And they're supposed to light up. So, of course, I had to order that harness on eBay because, you know, I'm trying to have all the lights and all the things. Nice. Ah, my two little two-strokes. Would it be crazy to paint match my two-stroke Honda scooter to my FC? Well, I think the important thing is to talk about what's left on the car to prime and get ready for paint. For some reason, I decided to leave the worst and probably the hardest part for last. First up is my Turbo 2 hood. Unfortunately, it aluminum canned here in this spot, so it was going to take a lot of work to get this fixed, as well as the hood scoop being pretty iffy with the amount of body filler and fiberglass filler that would need to get that fixed. I listed it for sale on Marketplace, sale or trade. Not sure what's going to come my way, but I'm ready to part ways with it. And probably the most important part is the quarters, roof, and back area of the trunk. I've really been dreading this because I know that there's a lot of work that goes into getting these quarters ready to be molded. Even though, yes, it is already down to bare metal, we were going to try to fill these holes that I cut for the overs to sit in, but there's not really a spot to get to them from the back, so I think I'm going to skip that. But I do need to end up epoxying the entire panel. Apparently there's a very particular epoxy that I have to use. I can't just use any old can off the shelf at AutoZone. So I'm going to get some more details, figure out what I need to do that, because I would like to tackle this and get this going already. I want to spray this car with color so badly. Like I said, sometimes I just feel like if I had one more set of hands helping me out and just like pushing me in the right direction. Speaking of the roof, I don't know if I just missed this or what, but I just ran my hand along this and I feel all sorts of waves and dents right here in front of the door. But also on the passenger side, I don't know if the camera would pick it up, but like this is a massive dent right here. Like, how did I miss that? And it's all along this side too. And you really can't see it or beat it up from the back because it's like right on this edge. What the heck? How did I miss this? I feel like I'm in the trenches with this car right now. Every time I think I get a little bit closer, I find something like this. This body filler is from 3M and it does specifically say that it should be applied to 80 grit bare metal. I know some people were saying like, oh, you shouldn't apply filler to bare metal because it'll blah 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 blah. This filler is rated for that. Second layer of filler. Let's let this dry and go make some pizza. 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 1/3 cup of water. I just added some oil to the bottom of this pan so that it doesn't get stuck to it. This specific dough, you do need to cook it for about 15 minutes before you add sauce or toppings. Okay, now we're ready to cook it for 15 minutes.
Yeah, he's still down there.
Peyton doesn't like the almond flour, so I make him just this Betty Crocker pizza dough. 1/2 cup of hot, not boiling water. We're gonna cover it and let it sit for 5 minutes. For pizza toppings, I like to do a little bit of a margarita style with some tomatoes and basil. I don't think I have any tomatoes. I think there's a cricket in my garden bed. But it looks like my basil plant has absolutely exploded. Just about everything else didn't do as well. Oh, actually, it looks like I have some little tomatoes growing there. Oh my gosh, I've got some tomatoes. This one looks like he got a little crispy. I absolutely love the way basil smells. Oh, it's so good. Speaking of PG, we'll start on his pizza next. Cheers. Oh. Cheers. PG's pizza came out like a heart, unintentionally. Ah, before I even knew it, it's dark outside. I guess we'll finish up the bodywork next week. But let's look at how the interior looks at night. Glove box light.
What's going on here?
Just checking out all my lights, you know? I guess we got partial dome lights, no main light yet. We got almost all the bells and whistles. Maybe the car has to be on? You know, I never noticed. It looks like one of my bulbs is out over here. So maybe I'll end up pulling this off and replacing that bulb. I'm happy with how much we got done on the FC interior, tying up all the loose ends with all the wiring, getting the dash back in, the radio working, all of that good stuff. So it's time to hop back into the bodywork next week. So I'll see you guys then. Bye!